Yo, what's good, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another Tyler Perry's Sisters Review. This is season 6, episode 11. You guys, we have reached the mid-season finale next Wednesday. And when I tell y'all I'm so happy, I'm so happy. The title of this episode is No Turning Back. And this is the review for the extended trailer. And it's your girl, Allie Nick, giving it to you when I give it to you, but always in the nick of time. If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning family member, then you already know what it is and what it always will be. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you know what I'm saying, if you want to. If not, just sit back, relax, and we're going to get into this messy thing. So we see Maurice, and Calvin comes in, and he asks Maurice, like, what's wrong with you? And Maurice tells him that, he confessed and he told Logan everything. And I understand Maurice's desire to want to eradicate Sabrina from the situation, remove her as far as possible. I get that. But baby boy, I think you've done more harm than good. Even though I believe your heart was in the right place, the way that you executed this plan was just not the right way to go, especially with Bio putting up this $1 million, especially with Logan just wants so much for Sabrina to be the culprit. It's just, I think Maurice done jacked himself up. Even though I don't believe him and Sabrina are not going to jail, I don't believe they're going to serve any time. I know that Tyler Perry is still going to drag this out a little bit, and it just doesn't need to be dragged out, especially with Logan admitting that he's seen the footage of the robbery. There's just no way that he could still believe it's Sabrina when she's the one who set off the quiet alarm to alert the police department of the robbery that was in session. So it just doesn't make any sense. This is a horrible storyline, and I'm just ready for it to come to an end. And so we see Zach, and we find out that Zach is trying to get full custody of Michael. And judging by the look on Fatima's face, it appears that she wasn't aware of that. And she seems to be a bit taken aback. And honestly, this whole full custody storyline with Zach, it's a bit much, and it's too soon. And I just don't feel that it was earned. I can see if Zach had more of a presence in Michael's life, but this is like the third time that he's seen Michael. He saw him the first time when Heather popped up at his house claiming that he was the father. The second time was when they invited Heather to come over, and Fatima swabbed Michael, which Fatima need her ass beat for that. And 3, when Fatima and Zach went over to Heather's apartment and they saw the conditions in which the child was living in. Now, don't get me wrong. We know that Michael is not living in the best household. We know that the situation is not the best. However, I just find it interesting that Zach is trying to get full custody of Michael without trying to have some type of conversation with Heather, because I don't believe that Heather wants to lose her child, but I don't believe that Heather is one of those women who have had positive influences in her life to have some, because I mean, we see the kind of man that she's with. I just feel like, I just don't believe the best solution is to take her son. That's just me. And then also I'm looking at Fatima and Zach, because I'm like, what type of conversations have you guys been having? The fact that Fatima has done what she has needed to do to expedite this situation, and then she has to ask Zach, is he trying to get full custody? And I'm thinking, y'all never discussed that? Y'all never talked about that? He never told you exactly what he was trying to do? He just wanted to get custody, but you didn't know it was full custody? That storyline just, it feels weak. Like I understand it would mean more to me if there was an actual battle between Zach and Heather, but I would have loved to see them co-parent in a healthy, cohesive way. But I do understand this is Tyler, and he doesn't believe in healthy, nor does he believe in cohesiveness. So it makes sense, but I'm just like, to go for full custody, I just can't vibe with that. This boy don't even know Zach. Like, he doesn't even know him. So, but we're gonna see, you know what I'm saying, what happens with that. And so we see Karen. Well, before I get to that, my whole thing is, Heather is getting broke off by Zach financially. So Zach can take Michael whenever he wants, for how long he wants. So my thing is, because you have that leeway, why you may take the baby to the doctor to find out what's going on with him health-wise and developmentally. It's so much going on. That would have been my first thought. Like, yes, I want to check. Yes, I need to get my son. And I want my son growing up like me. Okay, I understand that. And I understand you and your feelings. But since you are a father now and you care so much for this son, go get your baby checked out. Hell, you left him in the condition that you don't want him to be in. I would have took my baby right then and there. Hell, Heather don't care. But I'm gonna leave that alone. So then we get to Karen, and Karen has made her way to the salon, and Karen is being surprisingly dismissive of the financial help that Zach wants to give her. So she was like, we don't need that. And Pam was like, girl, we need this money. She was like, no, we don't need anything. I said, no, wait a minute now. Hold on. I understand that you mad, sis, from the things that took place the previous night. And I understand that you may be in your feelings. But we don't turn away free money. You didn't have to use what you got to get what you want. You didn't have to do that. There's no strings attached to this money. I'm going to need you to let Zach honor his word and help you. Take that money and get your salon back up and running so that you can make your money and that your employees can make their money. I'm going to need for you to sit that pride to the side because it has no room in what's going on in your life right now. So Karen proceeds to call Zach, and Fatima answers the phone. And so Karen was like, oh, it's you. And Fatima was like, yeah, it's me. Girl, Zach, why Fatima got your phone? Why is Fatima answering your phone, and why are you allowing her to? Because just moments before, you strutted your little open chest ass down into that salon, trying to stunt in front of Aaron, and told Pam, if Karen needs more, tell her to hit me. So you have passed along a message giving Karen permission to contact you. Just a few hours earlier, you told Fatima that you were not going to have any dealings with any dealings with Karen. You were not going to talk to anybody. You were just going to drop off the check to Pam and leave. But you didn't do that. And this is why I just have a difficult time really just falling for this thing with Zach, because you tell Fatima one thing, then when you get around Karen and her people, you turn into a completely different person. You let them feelings come out. You act like you jealous. You act like Aaron is barging on your territory, that he's in your place, that he's holding the place in you which you still had. So I need for Tyler to just reveal once and for all, how the hell does Zach feel about Karen? Because he's saying all of these things, and I know people are like, how many times he got to tell Karen that he don't want her? But I don't believe him. Because when you get around Aaron, you do little slick stuff like this. If you didn't care about this girl in the way that you say you don't, you wouldn't be doing this. You would have given Pam the check, turned your ass around, and left. But no, you have to make it seem like, oh, I got this. Karen don't need you. I'm going to do whatever. I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to make this better for her. And that's Zach's ego. Because at the same time, Aaron can really humble him and let Zach know that little 1 million, 2 million you got, that ain't shit compared to what I got. Because it really ain't. Zach money ain't that long. It's long, but it ain't longer than Aaron's if we trying to go there. But like I said in my other breakdown, I'm just sick of the penis swinging contest between Zach and Aaron. We've seen it so many times. Tyler was sick of it. Get a new conflict. Speaking of conflict, with Karen and Fatima, I'm sick of it. Tyler finds a new conflict. Karen tells Fatima that she's gonna shoot her. I said, okay. All right, this is where we are. But honestly, I do not believe that Karen was just saying, yeah, when I see you, I'm going to run up on you and I'm going to shoot you. I'm going to put 4-5 bullets in your ass. I don't believe that was the nature of the conversation. I believe that Karen was telling, and I could be wrong, but I believe that Karen was telling Fatima that if she was to ever do what she did the night before, that Karen would shoot her. And in that aspect of the word, I don't have no issue with Karen telling her that. I have no issue with it, because if you break into my house, I have every right to defend myself and my domain in whatever manner I choose to do. You broke into my home. And I know people like to use the street code where she left her door unlocked. That mean anybody could have walked in. That ain't what that mean. That ain't what that mean. Just because my door is unlocked, that does not give anybody permission who I have not given authority to enter. That's called breaking and entering. For those who have wanted to tell me that what Fatima did was not illegal or breaking the law. Yes, it was. What she did is called breaking and entering. Go look it up. Let Google be your best friend. Okay? So, but I'm just tired. I'm tired of these women. I understand they're probably never going to get to a place of friendship, and that's cool. They don't need to be friends. They don't even have to be cordial. They don't even have to deal with each other at all, unless this child, Lord Jesus, that Karen pregnant with belongs to Zach. And everybody, please, Karen is still pregnant. Karen did not lose her child. Tyler Perry has heard all the complaints, and it has been documented by several castmates that Karen will have a baby bump in season 7. I get tired of seeing that comment in my thing. She did not lose her child, okay? She's still with child, very much so. She's still pregnant. I'm just getting sick of this whole thing with Karen and Fatima, because I believe that both women are better than what's being displayed. I understand when you have unresolved issues and feelings and all of that stuff like that, but the things that we're consistently seeing between these two women, enough is enough. Tyler, enough is a damn enough. Then we see Andy, who's on the phone. I'm guessing is with Karen, because she was like, you're really scaring me right now. And if she is on the phone with Karen, why are you scared? Because Karen is responding. She's giving a real response to the woman who broke into her house just a few hours ago. That makes you scared, Andy? If I was Karen, and I don't even like hanging up in people's faces, because that's one of I feel is so disrespectful, but I would do it in this case. I'm even with Andy and Karen, there needs to be a break. There needs to be a separation, because they're just not friends at all. They're not. I think Karen has been a true friend to Andy with everything that she has been doing, dealing with this whole Gary situation, all of that stuff. And I'm just like, Andy, she just doesn't know how to play her position. She really doesn't. And I just want somebody to pop Andy in her throat. Where is Jasmine? Tyler, bring Jasmine Borders back, because I love the conflict between Andy and Jasmine. I could get down with it. I really could. Andy like to pretend she was street and she could do whatever. Jasmine is another level. Okay, let's bring that back. Hell. But yeah, y'all, that's the extended trailer. There was little scenes with what's the girl name? With Sabrina telling Maurice she wasn't gonna let him go through with it. He was telling her it's too late, and then we see them at the precinct, and also with Danny and Zach and Preston. Preston is still high as a kite. It was one little scene where it looked like, Zach was putting his dukes up like he was finna punch Preston, but I don't know, y'all. I'm just, like I said, I'm so ready for this break. It's so needed, because what we've been dealing with these past 10 episodes and now upcoming 11, it's time for a break. It really is time for a break. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys for listening. And until next time, I will holler at y'all later, and y'all be safe out there.